Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It feels like it's been ages since I've done like a sit down chatty video, but this is what we're doing today. Today I thought I would recreate my wedding makeup. For you guys it will be 2 weeks, for me it's just a week while I'm filming this. I can't believe it's gone by so quickly. So yeah, let's get started with that. I'll show you what I used. I did my own makeup on the day. We did have my good friend Faf who did all the bridesmaids makeup, which was really useful because I just could not have done all of that. I did do my bridesmaid's hair. Too much to do on my own. I don't know why I didn't think of that beforehand. We asked her pretty late to do it and she came through, so she's an absolute star. I'm going to put a picture of my makeup on the day. It's a little bit hard to tell exactly what I've got going on, but it's quite a classic 50s style makeup. I'm starting off with this sleek hydrating primer. Okay, now it's done, I'm going in with the Born This Way matte foundation. I bought this because I'd heard a lot of good things about it, and to be fair, it was great on the day. It doesn't really come off my face very much. I get a lot of around my chin and my nose, it comes off quite easily. It's in the shade Snow. Okay, so let's talk about the wedding week, I guess. So we went up to Cumbria on the Wednesday. We did that because we wanted to have a few days where we had time to get ready. We still had things to buy as well. Went shopping on the Thursday and we bought all of the salad goods because the wedding was kind of like a barbecue meets garden party meets wedding situation. So we did that, we got extra coals for the barbecue, and then we had to go and meet Mum in Carlisle because she did all of the flowers for our wedding. They were gorgeous flowers, and we did that by using flowers from my grandpa's garden, which we really wanted to incorporate, like a lot of grandparent stuff. We did use a couple of shop bought items as well, but just to bulk. Then on the Friday, we had lots of friends come around and help us set up all the marquees and the barbecues. I'm going in with the Lasting Perfection Concealer in 5 there. I do want to take this opportunity to say thank you to all of our friends who came and helped us set up, whether it was barbecue, gazebo, food prep, balloon prep, everything. Thank you for coming and using one of your precious holiday days to help us with that. Friday was an absolutely insane day and we would not have got it through it without you. We kind of got everything set up and that was all good. There was a really funny incident where my auntie's dog managed to get hold of a saw and she was running around the garden.
And let me see what you have. No!
She's fine, don't worry. It was just incredibly funny. My sister came round. My sister actually made the whole dress for the wedding. So all the pictures you see, Rosie spent months and months and hours making that dress bespoke to me. So that was an incredible gift. So I went off for that, and then I had to set her hair because I wanted her to have more vintage hair, and she's got longer hair, so it's kind of harder to do anything with, like roll it or, you know. Once that was all done, we managed to take ourselves off the spoons, have a drink, and just have a really nice meal with our friends. Something that did happen partway through that is I got a text from one of my bridesmaids saying that she was going to be at the house in 20 minutes with some extra beer that we'd ordered, and she kindly bought up for us, but we were not there, so Chris had to run back to the house. Chris and I didn't like stay in separate rooms or anything for the night before the wedding. We've been together and lived together for sort of 14 years and it felt weird to not be in the same room, so we kind of like passed on that tradition. We passed on quite a lot of traditions, I guess, but that's fine. That's kind of what me and Chris are like, I suppose. We also chose to do our interview before our ceremony together because I was a bit nervous. I think it was just nice to have Chris there, so you know, I could just like relax and have a good time. We didn't sleep very well actually the night before the wedding. It might have been nerves. I think I was just stressed, to be honest, because everything was happening. And something great, which we did not really anticipate, was a weather warning for our wedding. There was a storm coming in, and when we woke up on the Saturday, the gazebos were almost flying away with the wind. So Chris, because he couldn't sleep, had actually been up since like 6:30 trying to fix some of these gazebos. And in the end, we just had to say, like, look, let's wait till we've got more people. Our friends were coming around early to help us again, because we couldn't do anything until the wind died down, really, which was kind of frustrating. For my contour, by the way, I'm just using a sleek palette, medium face forming contouring palette. For a lot of my blusher and eyeshadow, I used this really old NYX But Naked Underneath It All kit, which I've had for a while. I think Sarah got me this as a present a few years ago. It's a really good little kit. I don't think NYX do one like this at the moment, but if they do, I'll pop it in the description below. I'm gonna take just like a range of these blushy colours, pop that high up here. Basically that whole morning, once people arrived, was food prep. We had so much salad to sort out and do. Thank you so much to the people who did the food, which were our friends Callum, Chris's mum Angie, my dad, my brother, my auntie made the cake for us, which was amazing. It was a beautiful vegan sponge that had different levels of jam and buttercream, and it was all vegan. We did another little sponge that was a gluten-free vegan sponge because we have friends who have intolerances. We wanted to include as many people as we could in our food prep, really. We didn't have like a vegetarian menu, we had a vegan menu or a meat menu. So we set up our salad bar like it was a harvester almost. So if you wanted cheese on it, there was cheese for you to put on it, or vegan cheese to put on it. But all of the burgers were vegan, all of the bread was vegan, all of the potato salad, the coleslaw was vegan. And I had so many people come up to me and say how much they really appreciated that and that they had enough to eat, and usually at weddings they don't get enough to eat, so that was really, really lovely. So yeah, that morning was absolutely manic, and we ended up, I went upstairs to go get ready while everyone else sort of carried on, you know, setting up the place. We had like a whole drinks tent. Lizzie did me a massive favor and set up the balloon arch. I bought these balloon arches because I thought, oh, these are gonna look so cute, they're gonna be great. She just did it and she loved it, and she loved making that balloon arch, and it made me so happy because I was dreading it. I just don't really have like the dexterity and the thought of where to put all the balloons, and she just did a fantastic job. I'm just gonna go in. These shades don't really have names. I'm going in with a sort of palish matte pink here all over the eye. It looks like I've just done a gentle crease here, so I'm going to go in with this kind of matte sort of brown, grey toned brown in here. It was really fun having all the bridesmaids together, helping out and stuff. Sarah bought Prosecco, which was really nice. There was a lot of clothes ironing and steaming, and it was good actually, because I was a bit worried because we got all the dresses like a year ago, and I was worried they might be needed to be taken in or out. Then going in with this lighter greige, just blending it a bit more. So after I did my makeup, I basically got into my dress. Rosie was sewing it onto me a little bit at the end, which was a little nerve-wracking, but in the end it was all fine. I thought we were going to be really, really late to the ceremony, and we weren't. Oh my god, the registrars were just absolutely lovely. I was clearly a bit frazzled, and they just put my mind at ease immediately and sorted me out, and we did all our questions and had our ceremony, and we got married. Just putting a darker brown right in the crease here. Next, with my finger, I'm going to take this light pinky white shade, and I'm just going to pop that around here to lighten up the eye. And I also remember putting a bit of that underneath my eye as well to brighten it up. Okay, and then I'm going to take that dark colour just here. The ceremony was pretty funny actually. I've got some complicated middle names. They're Irish. Every single person had trouble saying them. The registrar did, Chris did, and I did, quite frankly. There was a moment where I might have forgotten my own name. To witness that I, Lucy's. But everyone thought it was funny, and that's fine, that's what matters. The rings fit, that was good. Got out of there basically. We had some really fun music playing. We had Jurassic Park. We had like a orchestra version of it. We had an orchestra version of Deep Space Nine, and then we went out on the Star Trek theme. I'm going in with the NYX Epic ink liner in black. While that's drying, I'm just going to take this powder and I'm just going to press it on my chin and my nose. That's something I definitely did on the day. And then I'm just going to set in between layers. This is Wet n Wild Photo Focus Natural Finishing Setting Spray. I actually really like this one. You get a really good mist. Once that's set, we can move on to lashes and brows. Not gonna lie, I just went off there and had some food from the Real Greek because their P-Father is life. Okay, so after the ceremony, we went and had photos in a little garden run by the Rotary in the churchyard. And I felt a bit weird being like, oh, should we take photos in the churchyard? But it was fine. It's sort of a separate little bit. And it's kind of like a bit of wilderness, and it's just been redone recently, so that was really nice. I'm just going in with this Rimmel eyebrow pencil in Hazel. I'm sure you've seen me do this a million times. We kind of staggered the photos, so we did like extended family, then immediate family, then friends, grooms people. Then we had some photos on our own. We went through the house, and out we've got like this little conservatory type thing, and we sort of came out there and everyone applauded us, and there was lots of confetti throwing, and it was everywhere, in my hair, somehow down my top, even though I had quite a tight boat neck. Honest God, everywhere. And yeah, and then we started the party basically. We got the barbecues going, people got drinks, it rained on and off for the first like hour, 2 hours, which was a bit of a pain, but everyone seemed to have like take it in their stride and had a good time, and people went under the marquees for a bit, and yeah, it was fine. Everyone was really cool with it. I was a bit like, why? Who have we offended up in the cosmos? But it was fine. And around 6 o'clock the sun came out and didn't go back. And I think sunset was something like 10:30 that day. So we had fairy lights, and it was so nice sort of seeing them get brighter and brighter as the sun got less and less. My dad gave a short but sweet speech. Sarah gave a speech, which was lovely and fun. It was quite unexpected. I thought hers would be a lot shorter than that. Then Robin, who is Chris's best man, gave a lovely, lovely speech all about Chris and friendship and me and Chris. And then Chris went, and everyone loved his speech. Everyone always loves Chris's speeches. He seems to have a gift for writing them. Actually, one of the reasons why I didn't want to do our own vows is because I knew Chris would massively upstage me. Just using Natural Collection clear mascara for my brows. Something I did today was used a nude liner on my waterline, so I'm gonna do that now. Okay, let's do mascara. I used the Scandalised Volume On Demand Waterproof Mascara. Everyone told me that I should invest in a waterproof mascara just because I would probably cry on the day. I didn't. Anyone who knows me knows that I probably wasn't going to, but it was helpful because of the rain. All in all, it was such a lovely day. It was so nice to see everyone. Thank you to Sarah's partner, who actually set up the drinks for us while we were having our ceremony. And I have to appreciate my cousin, who apparently is the person you want to get the party going and the dance floor getting filled. So yeah, that's just an oversight into our wedding. We kicked everyone out about 11:30. And then we went to bed, and then the next day we had to do a whole heckin' ton of clear up, I tell ya. For my lashes, I have these Eyelott 100 light volume. I've put the box in the bin at some point, so I can't tell you, but they're these 3/4 length wispy babies. The next day we got up and started taking the marquees down, and then we had to sort out all of the tables and chairs and clear everything off, sort everything to recycling, non-recycling. We had to get all of the tables and chairs down the driveway because they were being picked up that morning. It was quite nice that they went early actually. You know, if they hung around a couple of days, it's sort of there and you're thinking about it. So yes, that was good, but boy, they were heavy tables. They were like proper wooden tables. We got them from a company called Eden Event Hire. Yeah, it just took ages. It took basically the whole Sunday and Monday to get everything completely back to rights. We got the kitchen sorted quite quickly, the garden sorted quite quickly. Chris's mum and Tony came and helped a little bit. We said to our friends, they asked if they could come help, but we'd already done everything, so we just had them around for a cup of tea and cake. We tried to get all the cake used up while we were there, which we did successfully. Just see, it gives a really nice fluttery look there. I didn't wear my contacts on, I did wear my contacts. I didn't wear my glasses on the wedding day, I wore my contacts. But something that was a really good point by Sarah is when she had her wedding, she wore her contacts the whole time. and it means that she doesn't have any pictures with her glasses on, and she kind of regretted that. So I made sure the photographer took some with my glasses on. There are definitely things I would do a little bit differently. I would maybe not be quite so reliant on the weather being good and making a better plan B. Like our plan B was everyone go in the marquees. We did get umbrellas, so our original photographer had to cancel on us. Unfortunately, she got COVID, so she couldn't come, so it wasn't her fault. My bridesmaid's partner is a videographer and photographer, and he very kindly stepped in. But yeah, we got the white umbrellas because our original photographer suggested that, so thank you to her. Also, as much as I loved making our own favours, you would have seen that video last week, it was a lot of work and I was a little disappointed that I think it might have been the bag for life we carried them, kind of scented them a little bit. They were fine, they were just like a bit more, I don't know how to describe it, more savoury smelling than sweet smelling. That's on us, we probably should have put them in airtight bags, and we didn't. Part of me can't help but think that we could have probably just ordered like 100 biscuits from a company that makes biscuits for a living. But hey ho, it's done, and they were fine for the most part. I'm gonna go over it with another coat of mascara. I'm going to move on to the lips now. I had quite the decision over what lipstick to use. Originally I was gonna go for red, and it was gonna go well with the vintage and all of that, but then I was thinking about it and I was thinking, actually, you know, they didn't use red lipstick a lot in the 50s. It's really more of a 40s thing. By the time the 50s came along, it was sort of, you know, it wasn't in vogue. So I went for pink instead. I'm using the Colourpop Lippy Pencil in shade Oh Snap, which is a bit of an old one. Dark, neutral kind of a pink. It's quite similar to my natural lip colour. I actually just went with my natural like bow lip. So I didn't actually need to put concealer there at all. There were also a lot of things people told me that I wouldn't care about on the day, and they were kind of right. I mean, there were a couple of things that I was like, oh no, where's this or where's that? When the food was being served and I saw people coming away, and then they sort of like were eating some salad with their fingers, and I saw someone else eating salad with their fingers, then I saw another person eating salad with their fingers, and realised the forks went out. So stuff like that. But things like the signs for the loos, signs for the food, ultimately it was fine. I'm going in with the Liquid Suede Liquid Lipstick by NYX. This is in the shade Tea and Cookies. Obviously, I'm wearing my hair very differently today as I was when I got married. I set my hair on the Friday night after we got back from the pub, brushed it out in the morning. I was a little bit worried about it not being dry, but actually it was fine. One little thing I have got with me today, I have these little clip-on earrings that were my grandma Peggy's. We were doing it in her and my granddad's house, which was really nice. My dad actually wore my granddad's watch, which was lovely. So I don't really have a lot of stuff that's my granddad's. Our bunting was made out of and our table run was made out of my grandma Sylvia's vintage fabrics. The flowers were from my grandpa's garden, so we really wanted to include a lot of family that couldn't be with us, people who've passed on. That was really important to me and Chris. Okay, so I think we are there. That is what I did for my wedding. I probably had several more coats of spray on there to keep everything in. The makeup lasted pretty well. I was pretty happy with it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little wedding chat. If you have any questions about it, please pop it in the comments. Be happy to answer them. Please like, subscribe, all of that. And I make videos every Friday, and I hope to see you around. Bye.